Bitcoin will be owned unlevered. Could the price retest $3,000? Absolutely. As the SPX rolls over and tests 2000, expect all asset classes to puke again. As violent as the Q1 collapse in asset value was, we have almost 100 years of imbalance to unwind the ancient regime. Welcome back to CryptoWealthy channel, guys. In today's episode, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, we're going to do technical analysis because we are doing separate videos for the technical analysis and for the crypto news in general. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and stay until the end because we're going to do technical analysis on the Bitcoin, where the next targets as a resistance and as a support over here, because yesterday during the night we actually broke this level of support over here and we continue actually plunging and playing out this rising wedge formation that we had in the previous weeks or so. And now let's begin. So as we can see, the Bitcoin plunged from $10,000 all the way to $3,800 level of support over here as a flash crash, and after that we entered the rising wedge formation, which is the bearish continuation pattern. Whenever the Bitcoin or any other asset is in actually downtrend, this formation is pretty often and have a big percentage of playing out. It's making higher lows and higher highs until we get to this narrow part over here and breaking on the way to the downside. Now the thing that is scaring me over here is because we still did not play out the whole structure over here. One of the interesting fact that happened yesterday and the day before is that we were consolidating around this level, so Bitcoin managed to retest this support before starts going on the way to the downside, which give us pretty good clue and evidence that this rising wedge is more likely real. Now these wedges are tending to play out pretty deep, so we still did not see the big leg step on the way to the downside, and one of the evidence for that is also the volume, which is decreasing all the time. We should had some spike in the volume if this is going to be end of playing out this pattern, but we did not see that, so we still probably have a more room to the downside. Now if we are talking and discussing about the downside, the next steps are $6,000 and $5,800 level of support. The reason why we mentioned this level is because the whole structure is standing above it. Also, very interesting thing that I discovered yesterday, if we check this recent low that we had on $3,800 with the Fibonacci retracement and push all the way up to the recent high over here, we can see that 0.382 is actually standing exactly on $6,000. So this is one of the very good level of supports that is going to happen in the next period of days. Probably we're going to retest it, and one of the most important Fibonacci levels in the Bitcoin space is 0.382 and also 0.618. You need to remember that, so we need to watch this level if the Bitcoin starts continuing to the downside. For now we managed to find some level of support on 0.236, but I don't find that too much relevant over here. Also, if we bring 20 exponential moving average, the interesting thing that we need to say over here is that we didn't manage to stay above it. This level of resistances upwards, if we bring other EMAs, were much stronger than 20 exponential moving average, which is 50, gave us pretty good resistance, and also on $8,000 we just couldn't go above it because we had multiple level of resistances here which are full with the sell walls and the sell orders, and just traders and the bears doesn't give us any kind of a chance to actually retest those levels or even try to break them. So yeah, for now Bitcoin still has no power to push on the way to the upside, so right now we need to watch level of supports. Where should we stop? Now the question of the BitMEX CEO, if the Bitcoin could actually retest $3,000 or even plunge to $2,100, which is insane. most probably could. Of course, anything can happen. It's Bitcoin. I mean, we crashed from $10,000 over here all the way to $3,800. Nobody could predict that. That was completely out of the guessing for the people, especially when it comes to the halving that is coming in less than 30 days. So it's important to open that door and let it be open that we could crash to the $3,800. Now, that's not the question if we could crash all the way to the downside. The question is how fast we will recover, and I do think that the Bitcoin could recover quite fast as we had this flash crash over here. One of the reasons for that is the fundamental reason, which is the people who will not sell the Bitcoin on those levels, especially those, if you remember, we did one of the news in one video where a big percentage of the hodlers did not even move the Bitcoin for a long period of time. Why would they move it now? You know, why would they sell it now when they could sell on $6,000, $8,000? So I do believe that we will not stay, if we crash, of course, so deep on those prices. I don't believe that we are going to hold that position for too long. So if you are preparing to get in and you don't have a lot of money, you could just put orders there and wait if we're ever going to visit those levels. But for now, we need to watch this level. Then after that, $5,000 and $5,500. We still have a lot of buyers in the Bitcoin space on those levels, and do expect that the bears will have some kind of a resistance on the way to the downside before they push the price so deep. So yeah, for now, let's see where the Bitcoin is going to go day by day. So we did cover the support, but next level of resistance, if we're going to return into the bull market or into the bull rally or whatever, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, is to watch $7,400. We did mention this in almost every single video. Nobody's talking about this level. I really don't know why, but we do have a lot of resistance there. As you can see, Bitcoin had a pretty good and clean resistance on the $7,400, and it's going to have one more time once we start going on the way to the upside. And also it had a help from a 50 exponential moving average, which played out perfectly good, right? Also, the thing that we need to mention is the RSI. We did came back into the bearish territory, which is below level of 50. Whenever the price is below level of 50, we all know that we are into some kind of a bear market, and whenever we are on the upper side above level of 50, we are into some bullishness. As you can see over here, this rally has been represented over here above level of 50. Now this plunge over here did represent below level of 50 over here, and also so many times on daily chart this played out so accurate that we need to watch it now. Also right now we are coming back into the bearish territory, and we are going to see how deep will Bitcoin actually plunge here, so we could determine where we're going. Bringing the MACD, already 5th consecutive candle over here on the histogram is showing us weak signal over here. We are going to cross those two moving averages, and we're coming back into the bearish territory. I told you already in previous videos that whenever we are below this histogram onto the bearish side, it's very likely that we're going to stay there for a long period of time, because Bitcoin is struggling to get above it into the bullish territory. We tried now, we lost the momentum over here, and probably we're going to cross very soon. So yeah, for now we are still bearish, nothing bad with that. We still do have a lot of chances to buy Bitcoin, especially before halving, and after that the price will probably start recovering, especially in this time when we have this crisis. Nobody is watching to actually buy Bitcoin or stocks or bonds or futures or whatever, because they are taking out the money from the markets in order to buy food and essential items for their lives, which is totally fine and important. But I do believe that the Bitcoin is here to stay, and we will have higher prices sooner or later, especially now when the halving is coming. So be prepared, and we're going to see how the Bitcoin will react on it. I'm very excited to do such a videos. I think this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really means to me to actually build up this channel for you. Also follow us on other social medias where I'm uploading news, updates and technical analysis almost every single day, and that's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube and Twitter. I want to thank every single last one of you for watching our videos, ladies and gentlemen. As always, until the next episode, happy trading and goodbye.